Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will now call to order the February 10, 2026 Special Magistrate Proceedings for the City of Daytona Beach. At the outset, I've reviewed, approved, and executed our November 11, 2025 minutes. And it's my understanding that Special Magistrate Riggio will be addressing the January 13, 2026 minutes. Do we have any announcements before I start with this morning's proceedings?
Yes, sir. We have a couple compliances. Starting on page 3, case number 5, SMG 01-26-16, 327 Silver Beach Avenue is in compliance to 426. And case number 6, SMG 02-26-35, 1503 South Atlantic Avenue, compliance 2926. And on page 9, case number 29, SMG 01-26-26, 1176 Wicker Way parcel is in compliance 2626.
That it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Well, those representatives for the City of Daytona Beach will be testifying at this morning's proceedings. Please step forward and be sworn.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? You don't know. I'm sorry, the last address, I didn't say it. 1176 Wicker Way parcel.
All right, then let's go to case number 1. Eagle-Eye Real Estate, LLC. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Good morning. Inspector Ron Beatty, my credentials are on file. This case was opened on October 7th, 2025 as a complaint-generated case for outside storage, dirt and grime on interior and exterior of house. No permanent stairs, unmaintained landscaping, improper water drainage from window air conditioners. First notice was posted on October 7th, 2025. Compliance was due on November 11th, 2025. Last date of reinspection on February 6th, 2026, and the result was non-compliance. I have made contact with the owner. Staff recommends a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
All right, noting the absence of the respondent, based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in non-compliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 2, D&J Global Holding, LLC. Is there anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Good morning, sir. I'm Inspector Wexbury, City of Daytona Beach. This case was field generated as staff of the Reserve assisting Daytona Beach Police on the 22nd of October for the violations of dryer vent cover broken, exterior wall blowing out, damaged interior walls, damaged doors, exposed electrical wiring, outlet covers missing, loose hanging wires, and smoke alarms missing. Property owner was notified via certified letter and returned unclaimed, so the house was posted on the 22nd of October. Compliance was due by the 25th of November, 2025. There was initial contact with the property manager. However, there's been no contact since the first day. Last inspection was conducted this morning with no changes, and staff is recommending non-compliance with the compliance due by the next cutoff.
Why haven't we heard back from the manager?
Just no contact at all.
And don't we have fire alarm or smoke alarms that are missing?
Yes, sir.
And loose hanging wires?
Yes, sir.
So do we have life safety issues here?
Yes, sir.
Is the place occupied?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What would you identify the life safety issues being?
The egress, at the one point, the fire alarms that are missing and the loose hanging wires.
Okay. All right. I find the respondent in non-compliance. And with regard to the life safety issues identified by our inspector, I'm ordering the respondent to come into compliance with regard to those matters within 10 days or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. And with regard to the balance of the violations, I'm allowing the respondent until March 4, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Case number 3, Jorge Iguerdo. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Good morning, I'm Inspector LaWanda Domingo. My credentials are on file with the city. This case opened on March 4th of 2025 as a code collaboration with the Daytona Beach Police Department. The owner was notified on June 12th of 2025 with a compliance date of July 25th of 2025 for violations of outside storage, trash, and debris, work without permits, cracked, deteriorated driveway and parking surfaces, dirt and grime on exterior walls, damaged boarded windows and doors, missing window screens, chipped peeling paint, unmaintained, unsanitary interior at Unit 506, damaged interior surfaces at Unit 506, prohibited occupancy and occupancy limits, damaged plumbing fixtures, damaged electrical meter box, and obstruction to egress in Unit 506. Also, a life safety issue, no smoke detectors. I did make contact on June 12th on site with the owner to hand deliver the notice for the property. The city is requesting compliance by next cutoff for this property.
Where is Butler Boulevard?
It's on Beachside, North Beachside,
North?
right
Beach.
along where Hollywood intersects and North Oleander, over in that area.
Okay, is this like an apartment building?
It's a multi-unit property. Unit 506 is the singular structure that's in the front. There's a duplex upstairs, downstairs behind it, and then another singular unit to the left in the back there, if you can see it there.
Okay,
That-
and we have life safety issues?
No smoke detectors throughout that unit.
And they've been notified of this since June of 2025?
Yes, sir.
And is this building occupied?
Unit 506, to my knowledge, is not. That's what was conveyed to me when I met with the owner on June 12th of 2025. It was at the time of the police issue there. But again,
Once again, all right, identify for me what you consider to be the life safety issues.
no smoke
That the
detectors.
respondent has not attended to since June of 2025.
No smoke detectors throughout that unit 506.
Okay. All right. Noting the absence of the respondent, based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in noncompliance and order the respondent to come into compliance with the life safety issues, that being the smoke detectors, within 10 days or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. And as far as the remainder of the violations, the respondent is to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Does that
Thank you.
cover it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Case number 4, Gary D. Sereno Atkinson Family Trust and Gary D. Sereno Atkinson as trustee. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Inspector Curtis Wiggins, Code Compliance, credentials on file. This case was opened July 22nd, 2025, a field-generated case for dirt and grime on the building and a dilapidated roof on detached garage. First notice received was August 7th, 2025. The compliance was due on September the 8th, 2025. Last date of reinspection was February the 6th, 2025. The result of that reinspection was non-compliance. Staff recommends non-compliance with compliance by next cutoff.
What does dilapidated roof mean? I can't see much from the
The
picture.
damaged roof right there on the right, the left side, all around the damaged roof there.
Okay. All right, noting the absence of the respondent, based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in noncompliance and give the respondent until March 4, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Thank you. Case number 5 is in compliance. Case number 6 is in compliance. Case number 7, Daytona Ocean View Apartments, LLC. Is anyone here on behalf of the respondent? Yes, sir. If you would, please state your name and be sworn.
Patrick Peterson.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
What is your affiliation with Daytona Ocean View Apartments, LLC?
I am the CEO of all Alan Neam's properties.
Say that one more time.
So I am the CEO of all Alan Neam's properties
Who's Alan?
throughout Florida. He is the owner.
Okay,
No.
so you have authority to speak on his behalf?
Yes.
You are an agent of this respondent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you agree this violation existed or occurred as stated in the notice of violation?
Yes, I'm aware of it, and we
Okay.
are in compliance.
All right, then I find the respondent in non-compliance. Mr. Inspector, what should be required for the respondent to come into compliance?
Excuse me, John Stenson, Code Inspector with the City. My qualifications are on file. He has already corrected the proper address numbers. He's now just waiting to deal with the paint, the roof, and the dirt and grime. Well, the dirt and grime will probably be taken care of with the paint as well, but the roof and the dirt and grime. Other than that, he's moving forward.
And how much time should reasonably be required for the respondent to be able to come into compliance?
By the next cutoff.
City is suggesting you ought to have this done by March 4, 2026. What say you?
The only problem I'm having is trying to get a decent roofer in there. So if I could, by some chance, have like 30 days, I'm pretty sure that we'll have
Okay,
it all
well, now's
wrapped
your
up.
best opportunity to get time, so don't
Yes.
worry about pulling punches. Tell me what you need and how long it's going to take.
30 days, sir.
And I'll decide if it's reasonable
Yes.
or not, so don't get bashful here.
Okay, 30 days.
You think 30 days you'll have it done? 30 days
100%.
will put you past March 4th, so if I put it up to April 8th, you think you'll have it done?
100%.
Any reason why I can't give this man till April 8th to get this done?
No reason.
Okay. Then, having previously found the respondent in noncompliance, I'll order the respondent to come into compliance by April 8, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. You get jammed up time-wise, you talk to this guy and keep him informed as to what's going on. He'll be your best friend if you run out of time. We don't hear from you, you're in trouble.
Gotcha.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Case number 8, Elephant Group Hotel 7 Incorporated. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Yes, we're on Zoom. Hello.
You're on Zoom. Who's on Zoom?
Hello, my name is Abraham. I'm outside from the country, and my English is so-so.
All right, hang on, gentlemen. Madam Secretary,
I'm sorry, state your name again?
Hello, my name is Abraham. Thank you very much. And
Your last
my English
name?
is not so good.
What was your last
Abraham
name?
Ovadia.
I'm sorry, spell your last name for me slowly.
Sorry?
Can you spell your last name for me, please?
Ovadia.
And
I'm outside from the country. I'm in Israel now.
who else is in the online?
I am his son in order to help him a bit with the English. My name is Itai.
Okay. Can you give me your full name, please?
Itai, I-T-A-Y.
Last name?
Ovadia.
Oh, it's just the two of you? Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Before we begin, I just got a due process concern I wanted to mention. You said your son is translating for you. is his translation sufficient, or would you need an official translator?
No, I'm understanding, but
Okay.
in my English, if something I need, just help me with this. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Sorry about it.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay, do we agree this violation existed as stated in the notice of violation?
We see give us the paper before couple days, and we are on all the things. We are making the work on the building, and what is right for us, the inspector, we very respecting, and we all the time clean and do it a job on the place. And almost yesterday also people work there and what is right about the bicycle and all the things before. We do it a couple months before, and we do it a job there, and all the time we keep clean the place and people work on the place. We have some issue with people with eviction and all this problem with these people. After we clean and we do it the best, and it's come again, and we call to police sometimes to put the people outside. And all the time I bring people to clean the place, to fix the place. We paint the place before 3-4 months. We try to do it the best. I am outside from the country. I'm in a war time, and I try to work with all the people there most of the time, and sometimes I wait until the judge is eviction the people. It make us so much problem and vandalism, and we do it the best we can do. And yesterday also people go to the place, fix everything is right, the inspector, and we need you, the country, say thank you for everything, but I'm all the time trying to investing the place, but people make vandalism, and we take them outside, and again, the city come, and we try to work most of the time together. I do it a new roof, the time I
Okay, time out. Enough. We're in agreement there was work that needed to be done? That's all I want to know.
Sorry, Judge?
Itai, are we in agreement that there was work that needed to be done?
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Are we in agreement that there was work noted in the notice of violation that was in need of repair?
We do it
Yes.
the thing.
Thank you.
We do.
That's all I need. That's all I need for now. Okay, with that, I find the respondent in noncompliance. Let's listen to the city inspector. He's going to give us his estimate as to how much time he thinks should reasonably be required to come into compliance, and then I'll hear from you. All right?
Right, we do
Okay.
the job already. Thank you, thank you, Judge. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Mr. Stenson, go on.
Good morning. My last inspection on this property was yesterday morning. The property remains in non-compliance with all the cited violations. Compliance should be able to be achieved by the next cutoff.
Okay, the respondent has indicated there's been some work done. Are you seeing that?
As of yesterday, the only thing that I can see was done was that they were in the process of doing some cleaning because of just the big pile that was out there. All other issues remain uncorrected.
Okay, the city seems to think you ought to be able to take care of this list of violations by March 4, 2026. What say you to that?
Yes, we do it, but this picture yesterday, if I can show you the video.
Do you need
someone
more time, or do you
sent-
think March 4th is enough time?
What?
March 4th is okay?
If you
Very
give me
good.
a little,
All right,
please.
okay. All right, then I'm going to order the respondent to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Let me urge you to get in touch with the inspector to find out exactly what needs to be done, and if for reasons beyond your control, you can't have it done by March 4, 2026, If you keep your inspector informed as to what's going on and what you're running into, that might help you before you get in trouble, okay?
We call him all the time and then we ask him what to do and we do it all the best and all the time we send people there. We try to do the best and we work all the time with the city.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, mister. Thank you, Judge.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Case number 9, Dewey and Debbie L. Cooper. Is there anyone here for the respondent?
Good morning.
Folks, if you would please state your names and be sworn.
Dewey Cooper.
Debbie Cooper.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, are we in agreement with regard to the violation that you've been cited with, unpermitted tiki hut constructed?
You want me to? We talked with John, and we went to permitting when we got that stuck on the door, and we talked to Amy P. Flegler. And she showed it and said we didn't have to have permit because it was done by the Indians, and this was the form.
Whoa, it was done by the what?
These right here, I could let John show you that.
Did you send this to him prior to this hearing?
I gave it to Amy, and yeah, I gave that to John yesterday.
Okay. Need to.
The Indians.
Yeah.
Do you have another copy of that by chance?
No, but you're welcome to make one.
Okay, well, let me back up here.
Yes, sir.
So what you're telling me is you didn't need a permit for this?
That's what Amy at permitting said.
Okay, so it sounds like you're denying that you're in noncompliance.
Is that what we need to do? Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, that having been said, let me hear from the city with regard to compliance or noncompliance.
So it looks like the respondent is in compliance, considering that the state would allow them to do this.
Okay, well, have you seen this? I don't know what this is.
I'm going off of what staff.
It's legit? Yes. Okay, it's all I need to know. So I'm making a determination here as to compliance?
Yes.
Can we keep this for the, or do you want it back?
You keep it and.
You got a copy?
Permitting.
Okay, we have a copy.
Okay, I have to say permitting took all that.
Okay.
Miss Amy,
Okay.
this lady here.
So I just want to make clear for, and everyone
Well,
that's
apparently
watching.
I'm being told you have carried the day, so the finding is that you are in compliance.
Yes, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, John. We'll talk later.
Thank you, John.
Case number 10. Patricia Krizwicki. Is there anyone here for the respondent? How'd I do on that?
You're the only one that's ever done it right. So there you
With a name like Vikelji, you just got to take an extra second and look at it.
You do really good with names.
Yes, I am.
Yes, nobody ever gets it right, so that's amazing. It's not as hard as it looks, actually.
State your name for the record.
Patricia Krizwicki.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
No permit for AC installation, or do we agree this violation existed or occurred as stated in the notice of violation?
I disagree with it.
Okay, then we have a dispute as to compliance. Madam Inspector, what's the word on compliance?
Inspector Mariah Quinn, City of Daytona Beach. My credentials are on file. The AC installation happened before she purchased her unit. So the previous owner did the installation without the permit. And she didn't agree that she would need to be responsible for getting an after-the-fact permit now.
And what's the rule? Has to have an after-the-fact permit?
Yes.
Okay. What say you to that?
This unit that I bought was the owner, who owns several in this condominium development, is a prominent business owner here in Daytona. He owns several units in the development. I find it hard to believe that he did not pull a permit.
So
I
that,
can give you a name if you'd like, but he's a prominent business owner here in Daytona Beach.
so what you need to do is you need to.
I've
handle
asked them to
this-
check, but he owns 8 units in there.
Okay, so we can't ask him to do anything. You are the property owner. If you think he did something wrong when he sold you the house, you have to address this in civil court separate from this. But if they weren't able to find a permit, that means one doesn't exist.
I'm just wondering if it was bundled with something else, because he owns so many units there that maybe he went through and it was under something else. Because I was on the board, I bought in 2018. I've been on the board as a treasurer, 2 years as the president. I had the unit inspected when I bought it, when I bought my condo. I've had maintenance done on the unit. Like I said, I can give you the name of the owner of it,
What
but
condo is this?
Aqua Condominiums on Beachside.
What is it now?
Aqua Condominiums on Beachside.
It's on Halifax just before you get to Oak Ridge.
Yeah, we're not asking for his name because it's not really relevant.
Aqua
You could take
condominium.
But I'm disputing that one wouldn't have been done because he is a prominent business owner here. He owns several units. We have an association that wouldn't have allowed that to happen. I mean, I put in hurricane windows since I bought, I pulled permits, so I find it hard to believe that it wasn't.
Just out of curiosity, how did this issue come up to begin with?
Well, I can go there with you if you'd like to hear real quickly.
No, I don't. How did this issue come up to begin with?
It came in as a complaint from her neighbor. So if you're looking at,
Whoa, a complaint from her neighbor.
She wants it
Yes.
moved is what it is. There's never been an issue.
Time
with it.
out.
I'm sorry.
A complaint from a neighbor.
from the
That a
neighbor.
neighbor's AC unit wasn't properly permitted by a
No,
previous
she just
owner?
she didn't think it was properly connected. So,
Is it
so if you
properly
see,
connected?
Miss, she lives on the 3rd floor. Her unit is located on the 2nd floor, and it's right next to the neighbor's front door. So she ultimately wants it moved from there, from her doorway.
How long has it been there?
Since before she
Probably
bought it
10,
in
12
2000.
years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
If
we
not
did
longer.
have.
Is this a
We did ha-
busted unit that's making a lot of noise
No.
or something?
No. Hold up.
I'm sorry.
The building department did take a look at it, and they said the only thing that they could see was that it was never permitted. Now, the next part of this is now the HOA is requiring her to move it to the ground floor.
Just me.
Yeah.
Where there's one on my
Now
floor,
I
I'm
know
on
why
the
we
3rd
have as
floor.
many lawyers in this country as we have.
Well, if you go up
And I
those
think we need
stairs,
some more.
you go up those stairs, there's, my door is there, and there's a unit there.
Okay.
But I talked to a board
Stop
member.
talking for a minute,
Okay.
please.
I'm sorry.
A neighbor complains about an AC unit
Yes,
that's been there for years,
correct.
that's functioning properly.
As far as
She
we know,
just
yes.
moved in.
Don't talk.
I'm sorry. She just moved in, though.
And the city goes to inspect it, and the only thing they can find is that there wasn't a permit when it was originally installed.
Correct.
And she's inheriting that problem.
Yes, sir.
And you're asking me to find her in noncompliance because when she bought the unit, and I'm no real estate expert, but I don't know that anybody goes so far back into the minutia to look at permits when buildings were built to begin with. She knew or should have known that she had an unpermitted AC unit there.
Your Honor, if I may answer for, this is a historical, we can't treat her differently than we do everyone else.
Yeah, I know.
Historically, we have always held the business owner responsible regardless of,
Yeah, I understand that
Yeah.
too.
so it might not seem fair, this is just the rules.
Yeah. Okay, and first off, is this thing permittable at this point in time, or are you now going to tell me that it's aged out and banned or something
No,
like
to
that?
my knowledge, and from the building department, that Mark Boyce from the building department took a look at it, and he said the only thing that they would require is an after-the-fact permit, which would then require an inspection.
Yeah, it would be unfair to
I
call
thought it
the
was
other-
just inspected.
No, she had a home inspection when she bought her unit. That's different from the city's building inspection, a
Yeah, the
permit.
city contends that it would be unfair to excuse her of this when we have made everyone else in similar situations get an after-the-fact permit. It would be deferential treatment.
Okay. All right, well, the fact of the matter remains that you have been cited by the city for a violation for having an unpermitted air conditioning unit. And regardless of who you bought it from, or who built the building, or who installed the thing, you, as the property owner, are responsible for defending the accusation, which means the burden is on you to explain to us how you either have a permit or you tell us you don't have a permit, you are required, or somebody in your chain of ownership was required to have a permit. And if you don't have a permit, then it sounds like we need to get a permit.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, ma'am.
So when this all came about, I was just leaving to go out of town. I've been in Michigan over the holidays, so I didn't get the information. I got it taped to my door when I came back. I just came back about a week or so ago. Immediately contacted Mariah, and when I got her email, I immediately contacted her, so I'm not trying to evade anything.
No one's suggesting you are.
So I contacted somebody that is still on the board, that was on the board when I was the board. Like I said, I served on the board since 2018. She said that they are singling my unit out. There are about 6 other units on there.
They are, who is singling your unit?
The lady that lives there now
You
has
already told me that.
gone on
Tell
the
me
board.
something new. You already told me
Okay.
that.
Relevant.
So the point being is, after I talked to the person that's still on the board and what was brought to the board, she's like, you're not going to just single that one person out. What issue I have, and it's because I just got back and I just got this notice, is to have more time, because ultimately this is not going to resolve the issue that they have. They want it moved. She wants it
You're
moved.
not being
Okay.
fined today.
Madam
So-
Attorney, just a second.
So I'm just asking for more time
Madam
because even,
Respondent, stop talking. Okay, I know exactly what's going on here. I don't want to hear any more conversation. Now, how much time should reasonably be required for the respondent to come into compliance?
Initially, the staff felt like she could get this accomplished by the next cutoff.
Next cutoff. All right.
but they have given me until June to remove it. So the process
Nobody's
is,
removing anything. Can we
what I'm
take-
saying, the permit is not going to resolve the issue I have. So do I pay for a permit to have somebody come in and inspect it and the permit when they're going to make me move it by June 1st? That's the dilemma. I'd like to have more time. They're
Put your
giving-
hand up when I can talk.
I'm trying to explain to you where I'm at.
I don't want to hear anymore.
I need more
It's
time
not as
to.
big a problem as you're making it out to be.
Well, they're going to make me pay
You don't know what they're going to do because I haven't told them what to do yet.
Just the notice that they gave me is
Yeah, I
right
saw the
here.
notice too.
Okay.
Okay, now, I find the respondent in noncompliance. You have until March 4, 2026 to come into compliance. That means getting a permit. If you get a permit, you're done. If somebody is going to require you to do something extraordinary to get this permit, bring it back to me,
Okay.
okay?
They're still going to make me move it by June 1st.
Cheesy myself,
There's-
but we do, you're talking again.
But they're still going to make me move it by June 1st. I've got it here from the board. They're going to make me remove
I have
this.
nothing to do with the board. I have
I
nothing to do with the
understand.
board. If you want to deal with your board and you want some cheap legal advice, then you sue them for being arbitrary and capricious and making you do something you shouldn't be required to do. But for that, you would need a lawyer, and I can't help you with that. And I just gave you more free legal advice than I'm even allowed to give out.
Okay.
Okay? I've dealt with condo associations. I've dealt with homeowners associations. I know every Napoleon that never found a job has run for office for a condo association or a homeowners association. Now, all that having been said, you just go apply for your permit, and if you can't get the permit, or they refuse to give you the permit, or you don't have a permit in hand by March 4 of 26, then you'll be brought back here and we'll talk about it some more. Then we'll talk about who's going to do what. Now, I can do what I can do as far as the city is concerned. The they, that being your condo association, you have to take that up with them.
Okay.
And I don't know, never mind. I've said more than I should already.
Okay.
So before you spend any more time in hysteria land, why don't we just see if maybe we can just get a permit for this thing to begin with?
Okay.
Because if you get a permit for the thing to begin with, I don't know that your association has any authority to tell you anything. But here again, I'm not here to give you free legal advice. I'm not supposed to give you any legal advice at all, free or otherwise.
Okay.
10-4?
10-4.
So, apply for the permit, and if for some reason you aren't able to reconcile things with the city, then you bring it back here and I make a decision.
Okay.
And as far as the condo association is concerned, once you have a permit, I don't know why you'd be required to move anything, but I can't advise you on that.
Okay,
But that's my short answer to that one.
okay, thank you.
Have I done everything I need to do here?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. Kristen Collins, case number 11. Anyone here for the respondent? Not hearing, not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Sir, this case was opened on April 11th, 2025 as a complaint from the building department for work exceeding the permit. They were first notified, first notice was received on May 23rd, 2025. The compliance date was due by June 23rd, 2025. Last date of inspection was January 29th, 2026. Staff recommends non-compliance with compliance by the next cutoff.
What is the work exceeding the permit? Do we know?
There were several things. Inspector Jurgen Betz went to the property to do a building inspection, and when he went in to do it, there was far more work being done than was on their original permit. They got a second permit that would include that work. Their first inspection failed back in October, and they've not had another one since, and I've never had contact with the property owner.
All right, noting the absence of the respondent based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in non-compliance and order the respondent commit to compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 12, First Premier Management Holdings, LLC, and Jason Herman. Is there anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
This case was opened on August 28th, 2025 as a citizen complaint for trash and debris. The first notice was received on September 30th, 2025. The compliance date was October 30th, 2025. The date of last inspection was January 29th, 2026. Staff recommends a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by the next cutoff.
Okay. Noting the absence of the respondent based upon our inspector's testimony, I find the respondent in non-compliance and order the respondent come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 13, Evelyn Baldwin. Anyone here for the respondent? What say the city?
Morning, Inspector Bostler, credentials on file. All right, this case was field generated, opened on October 23rd of 2025 for unmaintained vacant lot with trash and debris. First notification was on November 6th of 2025. Compliance was due by November 17th of 2025. Last day of reinspection was February 9th of 2026. Result non-compliance. There's been contact with the owner's son. Staff requests a finding of non-compliance with compliance due next cutoff.
Noting the absence of the respondent based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in non-compliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 14, Estella L. Miles and Floyd L. Miles Estate. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
All right, this case was field generated, opened on October 30th of 2025 for unmaintained vacant lot with trash and debris. First notification was on November 6th of 25. Property was posted. Compliance was due by November 17th. Last day of reinspection was February the 9th of 2026. Results non-compliance. There recently has been some conversations with Floyd Miles Jr., and they already have started the cleanup process, so they should be done. As you go a little further on those pictures, you'll see that there's a trailer out there with most of the cleanup already completed right there. So they're almost done. Staff requests a finding of non-compliance with compliance due next cutoff.
Noting the absence of the respondent based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in non-compliance and order the respondent come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 15, Annie Mae Boatley. Is there anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
All right, this case was field generated, opened on December 1st of 2025, unmaintained vacant lot with trash and debris. First notification was on December the 8th. Property was posted. Compliance was due by December 17th of 2025. Last day of inspection was February 6th of 2026. Result, non-compliance. There's been no contact with the property owner. Staff requests a finding of non-compliance with compliance due next cutoff.
Now, these things aggravate me. So when was this person first notified to clean up the trash and debris?
That person.
This is the third one in a row, and I've already reached my aggravation level here.
There were, the product was posted on December 8th. We sent them a certified letter, but the certified letter came back.
And this is what, a one afternoon job?
Yes, sir.
And have you had any contact with the owner since they were notified?
No, sir.
All right, noting the absence of the respondent based upon the testimony of our inspector, as well as the photographs presented, I find the respondent in noncompliance. Order the respondent come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 16, 3G Investment Trust dated March 14, 2025 with Jesse Greatorex trustee. Anyone here for the respondent? We have a respondent. Yes, sir. If you would state your name and be sworn, please.
Jesse Greatorex.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Do you agree these violations existed or occurred as stated in the notice of violation?
I do.
I find the respondent in noncompliance. Mr. Inspector, how much time should reasonably be required
All right,
for
for this,
Mr. Greatorex to come into compliance?
all right, for this case, he did pull a permit for the fence, so the fence permit expires in April. So we'd like to give him until the April cutoff to get everything in compliance.
City is suggesting you ought to be able to have this done by April 8th, 2026. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll order the respondent to come into compliance by April 8, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. You run into situations out beyond your control, keep this man posted. He'll be your best friend if you come up short.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later. And good luck to you.
You too.
Case number 17, Nathaniel Henry, Dorothy Henry Graham. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Well, this case was field generated, opened on November 25th of 2025, unmaintained vacant lot with trash and debris. First notification was on December 8th of 2025. Compliance was due by December 17th of 2025. Last day of reinspection was February 6th of 2026. Result, non-compliance if there's no contact with the property owner. Staff requests a finding of non-compliance with compliance due next cutoff.
Noting the absence of the respondent based upon the testimony of our inspector and the photographs presented, I find the respondent in noncompliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 18, Marble Ruth M., Jamon William Brundage. Yes, ma'am. If you would please state your name and be sworn.
Lacey Larrabee.
I'm sorry, spell your name.
Lacy Larrabee on behalf of Jamon Brundage, my father.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Ms. Larrabee, are we in agreement that this violation existed or occurred as stated in the notice of violation?
We would admit that it's not in compliance, but I did want to point out that it wouldn't be like voluntary, because as soon as my dad got notice of it, he did get a big trailer and started working
Hang on,
on
you're
it.
getting ahead of me. We'll
Okay.
get there. All right, I got a formality or two I got to take care of here first.
Okay.
All right, I find the respondent in noncompliance. Mr. Inspector, how much time should reasonably be required for the respondent to come into compliance?
Next cutoff.
The inspector is thinking you ought to have this done by March 4th. Okay, now you can tell me whatever you wanted to say.
Yeah, my father did load up, and we worked hard to get a lot of it done, and then he was hospitalized for a period of time.
Okay.
So it would be like non-voluntary, non-compliance is what I'm basically
Non-voluntary
stating.
compliance.
Outside of his control, it's continued to be in violation is all I'm saying.
All right, well, with what you do know of the circumstances, when do you think he could be in compliance, given his current condition?
I'm talking about, well, for this, both of these cases, case 18 and 19 are my
Hold it, you
folders.
have an 18 and a 19?
Yes.
Okay. Is there some commonality to these two cases? Are they neighboring or something?
They're not, they're on the same street and they're not neighboring.
Okay. All right. Well, you're telling me you got two cases you got to deal with.
I would say for the 18th that the 4th should be fine.
The when?
What was it?
March 4th.
I think she's talking about case 18. She should be
Yeah,
able
I'm
to
talking
get
about
that.
case 18, and you're thinking you'll be in compliance by March 4th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You look a little hesitant. Not this ain't Christmas time,
Well-
but if you think you need more time, now's the time to ask for it and explain to me why.
Well, it
rather
is-
than you just getting in violation and then backtracking.
It is undeveloped land, a portion of it, that's been that way since like the dinosaurs were
I
in Florida.
understand.
So
And
I
some poor
have.
lady's got an air conditioning unit
Yeah.
2 floors below her.
I mean, I have walked through and I did some work on it yesterday, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard, but because we don't have, I don't really know what we'll get into, but I know that Mr. Boswick's been very helpful, and he said that.
All right, well, then here's what we're going to do. I'm going to order the respondent on case number 18 to come into compliance by March 4, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. And now I'm going to tell you, if for reasons beyond your control you're not able to do that, keep Mr. Bostwick posted, so he in turn can report that back to me, because we're happy to work with people to get the job done, and we certainly understand circumstances that are beyond your control. We just get really aggravated when people walk off and ignore us.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's case 18. Now let's talk about case 19. Mr. Bostwick, first off, with regard to case 19, I assume you're here for that one as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, did this violation exist or occurred as stated in the notice of violation?
Yes.
I find the respondent in noncompliance. How much time should reasonably be required, Mr. Bostwick, for case 19?
Next cutoff.
March 4th as well. What say you to that?
I would ask for maybe 30 days for that one, since we have
Fair
both of
enough.
those.
All right, so April 8th? You think that'll work?
That should work, Your Honor.
All right, I'll order with regard to case 19, I'll order the respondent to come into compliance by April 8, 2026, or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Once again, you run into trouble, keep Mr. Bostwick informed as to what's going on. That would help you in the long run if you end up back here again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, and good luck to your dad. Case number 20, Vishnu Limited and MAA Shantoshi. Hello.
Alana Smith with Cobb Cole Law Firm, 1 Daytona Boulevard.
1000 North Atlantic Avenue, here for the imposition of a fine. So let's hear from our inspector.
This first notice was green card 5/30/2020. Since the last hearing, they've continued to make progress and are under work under the permit. They currently are waiting a permit review to process with the final steps. I would like to set a compliance date for April.
This eyesore is on the verge of becoming something.
Yep, it's been a
And
long
you've
process.
actually, I see now they're cleaning up the lot, so I guess that means we're getting close to finishing it.
Yep, we're targeting a March 26th opening date. So if all goes well,
Cool.
We'll be open.
Now, if we can fix that eyesore across the street from it, that'd be nice too.
Yep.
But I'm sure I wasn't supposed to say that either. All right, I'm sorry. What are we looking for here? So,
April.
okay, so what's in April?
They want to set a compliance date for April.
April 8 of 2026?
I believe so.
Correct, yes.
All right, I will amend our current order of noncompliance to allow the respondent until April 8, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Okay, good luck. Case number 21, Jomar Home Investments, LLC. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Oh.
If I could request that we move this one, I'm not sure where the inspector is this time, but I will
Sure.
contact him immediately.
All right, well, just raise your hand before we adjourn in case I forget about you.
Thank you.
Sure. Case number 22, R&J Estates LLC. Anyone here on behalf of the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, let's say the city.
Good morning. This respondent was notified on November 8th, 2023. Since the last hearing, I have had contact with the property owners. The property remains unoccupied. A permit number R2510-202 was issued on February 2nd, and staff believes they can have the property in compliance by the April cutoff.
Is this the house that was below the flood level?
Yes, and then
And
the
they
law
had to lift
changed.
the whole house?
Yeah, and then the law changed in the middle of
Oh,
this,
okay.
and then
That's right.
now
Our
they were
attorney
allowed
explained
to
it
get a
me.
permit. Mhm.
Here we go. Somebody got trumped, so to speak.
So to speak.
Okay, so what am I doing now?
We're recommending compliance by the April cutoff.
Okay. Based upon our inspector's report, I will amend our current order of noncompliance to allow the respondent until April 8, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter.
Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Case number 23. Yes, sir.
If I could, case number 21, we have to continue. We didn't have an interpreter available, so we'll have to schedule this for the next hearing.
Okay, do you need anything from me, or is that good enough? All right, then, based on our inspector's report, I will continue case number 21 to our March 10, 2026 special magistrate proceedings. Case number 23, MI Estacion LLC. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
Did they request to appear via Zoom? I spoke with them yesterday. They were supposed to send a request for Zoom. Oh. Okay. Well, since the last hearing, I did have communication with the property manager concerning the outstanding violations at the property. There has not been a considerable amount of effort towards meeting compliance for the cutoff date. So we're requesting a fine of $100 a day up to $20,000 max for this property.
All right, in the materials, I have on February 4 an affidavit of noncompliance, and on February 3, I have an affidavit of compliance.
The affidavit of compliance is concerning the life safety issue. There was the open pit that was a trip hazard at the property that did come into compliance November 13th.
Thank you. All right, so that having been said, they're still in noncompliance.
They are still in noncompliance.
Attorneys last time? They did not get a hold of me to get on a Zoom link.
Okay.
Just wanted to put that on the record.
So we're talking about the remainder of the violations, not the life safety issue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, noting the absence of the respondent based upon our inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I'm fining the respondent the sum of $100 per day commencing February 5, 2026, and that fine will continue to accrue each day thereafter until the amount of the fine has reached the sum of $20,000 or the property's been brought into compliance.
The request was $500
Oh,
a
I'm
day.
sorry, I thought you said 100.
$500 a day.
All right, well, let me revise that then.
Thank you.
Let me withdraw all of that. Let me start over. Noting the absence of the respondent based upon the inspector's testimony and the photographs presented, I'm fining the respondent the sum of $500 per day, commencing February 5, 2026, and that fine will continue to accrue each day thereafter until the amount of the fine has reached the sum of $20,000 or the property has been brought into compliance.
Thank you.
Now we good?
Yes, sir.
Very good, thank you. Case number 24, Eagle Parks LLC. Anyone here for the respondent?
Good morning.
Good morning. If you would please state your name and... Are you an attorney?
No, sir.
Okay, then you need to be sworn then. You look
your
like an
name.
attorney.
Oh, thank you.
State your name for the record.
Juliet Parker.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, this matter is here for the imposition of a fine. Ms. Parker, what is your affiliation with Eagle Parks LLC?
Managing partner.
Okay. All right, the matter's here for the imposition of a fine. Let's listen to our inspector.
Okay, since the last hearing, there has been communication through a meeting with Ms. Parker regarding the outstanding violations of the property. There has not been a considerable amount of effort towards meeting compliance for all of the violations, so the city is requesting a fine of $250 a day up to $20,000 max for this property.
Eagle Parks LLC. Notice of violation. First notified, June 2025. Rotted wood, damaged walls, dirt and grime, peeling paint. Expired permits, unpermitted work. Handrails, guardrails, stairwells. What, if any, work has been done?
There has been some repair, looking at this picture here, the prior to the rotted wood at that door area there, and then the front facing 605, the convenience store, there was some spackling done to some cracks on the wall. There is also the matter of the unpermitted work that was done for the wooden stairwell and the handrail and guardrail system. All of this was discussed with Ms. Parker at the meeting. She was given all of the information regarding the permits that were expired or closed out in the system.
When was that?
Maybe.
This was January 16th that we had the meeting, given all of the information regarding the multiple permits that needed to either have final inspections, to be finalized through the building department, as well as some communication about trying to get funding to make the repairs to the property, and that hasn't happened.
Okay, what say the respondent?
I would like to say that, yes, she's correct in most of what she said. This has been an ongoing process. We've been trying to get funding for over a year now, and one of the requirements was, I won't tell the whole story because you don't want to hear the whole story. So, but we have made progress. Some of these photos are actually, some of them are old. She's correct. We did make improvements onto the wall that's splitting there in front of the store. And as far as the permits, we have the contractor has to get re-registered with the Volusia County and City of Daytona. So we do have downstairs, I verified this morning, the 3 permits that are in question. They have received the request from the contractor to reopen the inspections. So they have the email. They had to reinstate the permits. So that's in process. That got done yesterday. So yes, the permit and the work, as far as the permits, the work was under a permit, but the permits didn't get finalized. For 3 of the permits, one of the issues related to these stairs, this with the railings, it was done without a permit. We actually hired a company to do the work, and they did not pull the permit. So we reached out to their insurance company with their general liability, and they said that that would be an issue that we would have to fight with going through a whole process of that because they didn't do it with without a permit. So we know that that's not going to satisfy the city because the city, we need to have a permit. So we're talking with the contractor that's reopening the 3 previous permits to see if they would be willing to go and do the after the fact permit. So that's something that's in progress as well. Also, the lending. Because this particular property is considered a commercial property and it's mixed use, it's challenging to get lending on it. And we had gone through lending with many, many, many lenders. One of the lenders actually reached out to the city and spoke with them to see if we could get a letter from them stating that they would work with us with the lending, and the answer was no. And then now we came back and from the department management says that we can, but now things have changed with the lending, but we are trying to work on this. This has been an ongoing process. I've been in front of you before with this with my dad, when my dad owned it. So we are still, he's brought us on and we're trying to get it done.
You know, I've got a soft spot in my heart for Martin Luther King Boulevard because I practically grew up on it. Because my father's automobile upholstery shop was at 142 South Campbell, because it was Campbell before it was Martin Luther King Boulevard. In any event, and I haven't seen Martin Luther King Boulevard make much progress from ISB toward the golf course ever since, but that's unfortunate. In any event, getting back to the business at hand sounds to me like you got a long way to go, and I kind of get the impression you're kind of spinning your wheels here. And now the city's looking at $250 a day fine, up to $20,000. And I'm just trying to understand whether realistically something's going to happen there or not. And I don't mean to be a pessimist, because I am an eternal optimist, but there you go.
I can answer to you, yes, it is going to happen, and we are making it happen. That's why I'm saying this is over 100-year-old building.
Don't give me the history. If
No,
you
no,
tell
no.
me you're really going to accomplish
Yes,
something,
yes.
then I will take that into consideration.
Yes, sir.
I don't need the history. I know the history.
Yes,
I grew up there.
And let me say to you, yes, we are, sir, we put a $45,000 roof on there. We renovated one of the apartments already. So we are doing the work to get it done. It's just now that
I'm going to continue this hearing on this particular matter to our March 10, 2026 meeting. And at that point, you can come tell me what you've accomplished. I'm a patient guy, but the city's entitled to its due, and they've got their jobs to do as well. And there's only so much cover I can provide. So on March 10, 2026, let's talk again and tell me where you are then. I have a feeling funding's going to be the issue. And when I hear funding, unfortunately, I don't hear a lot of solutions to that, other than wasting a lot of time, wasting a lot of effort, aggravating the city because things aren't moving forward. But in any event, I'm going to continue this till March 10, 2026. You can give me an update on where you stand.
I appreciate it. And yes, funding is an issue. It's not us getting credit approved is not the issue. And we could have, if we would have known that the city could provide us a letter to, we would have already had the funding and the work would have been done.
What letter are you talking about?
Our lender reached out to the city to find out because they saw on the records all of the things that's on there with the city. So the lender, right? So the lender reached out to the city and spoke to them and asked if something can be put in writing regarding.
May I speak to that? There was a representative from a lending company that did call to speak about the case and the violations. I want to say on record that they were not told no about getting documentation of the status of the case and the violations. It's not our policy to write on letterhead what a case status is. All of the records pertaining to that case are public record, and I did speak and gave instruction on how to access all of the information online
understand.
to that lender. So there
understand.
was not a no
I
that
understand.
was told. I just want to make sure.
They're entitled to public record,
Right.
period.
We were cooperative in what they were requesting regarding the
I'm
status.
not- I understand.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. March 10, 2026.
Thank you very much. I
Hopefully we'll
appreciate
have a
it.
little beefier game plan by then.
We are. And then once we get it all done, we're going to invite you down to come and look
I'll
at
be
it.
happy to come see it, but
Thank
let's
you.
get there first.
We're trying very hard.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Case number 25, Whirlwind Daytona Investment LLC. Folks, if you would please state your names and be sworn.
Tommy Voss.
I'm sorry,
Tommy Voss.
your last name?
VASS.
Good.
D. Wayne.
Okay, folks, if you would
Raise your
please.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
And what's y'all's affiliation with Whirlwind Daytona Investment One LLC?
I'm the owner.
Very good. That works. All right, we're here for the imposition of a fine. Let's hear from our inspector.
Since the last hearing, there has been contact. They've passed 2 inspections. The city's requesting that they amend to the March cutoff. They passed 2 building inspections.
Okay, the city's proposing what now?
They amend to the March cutoff.
Okay. All right, city says you're making progress, and they're suggesting I amend our current order to extend it to March 4, 2026. What say you to that?
Can we extend it to April?
All right, I'll think about it. Why would I do that?
Because it's just becoming to, event weekends and the March. And
Where's
the
this
race.
property?
It's on
1800
A1A.
South Atlantic Avenue. You got any heartburn about April?
I believe the permit expires in May.
Okay.
So we'd be okay with May.
Well, they haven't asked for May. All they've asked for is April.
Sorry, I have the 2 months mixed up.
That's okay.
April.
10-4. All right, so I will amend our current order of noncompliance to allow the respondent until April 8, 2026 to be in compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Case number 26, Mina House LLLP. Is there anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
The permit has been approved. I've talked to the contractor. They should be done in April, and the city's asking to amend to the May cutoff.
To the May cutoff?
Correct. They should be done mid-April. I talked to the contractor.
What property
directly.
is this?
This is right there on the corner of, I believe it's Madison and Beach, Magnolia and Beach.
Mina House LLP.
One block south of International.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I still got Atlantic Avenue on the brain. Okay, anyway, extend to May?
Yes, sir.
All right. Based upon our inspector's report, I'm going to amend our current order of noncompliance to May 6, 2026 for the respondent to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 27, Discomfort Propco 100 North Ridgewood 0001 LLC. Anyone here for the respondent?
Yes, Daniel Miller.
Did you work all night to come up with a name for that LLC?
I regret it. And the last time I was here, it was brought up as well. I should change it by the next time.
Okay, we're here for the imposition of a fine. Multiple openings in the building, damaged roof, What say the city?
I got to swear him in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
State your name for the record, please.
Daniel Miller.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
And your affiliation with the respondent?
Owner.
All right, Mr. Inspector, where do we stand?
Since the last hearing, I've had contact with the property owner, and the property's been cleaned, but it has not had movement. The city's requesting a fine of $100 per day, up to $20,000.
Multiple openings in the building, damaged roofs. So what has been done and what hasn't been done?
The complete awning was removed. When the awning was removed, so was the roof. The building doesn't have a roof right now.
Building doesn't have a roof. Okay.
And there's a couple holes still in the, like where the broken window is, on the side of the building.
100 North Ridgewood Avenue. That looks like an eyesore. Where is it?
Right at the corner of Ridgewood and International Speedway, across from Walgreens and Popeyes.
That's not good. Okay, what's the game plan?
Property is in the process of being redeveloped. So
Okay.
I had planned, it's kind of been a work in progress, whack-a-mole type of situation. I've been waiting to, for the right kind of opportunity to make the considerable reinvestment and turning it into something. I was here in January, started the process of redeveloping it, re-engaged with the civil engineer. It took a month to get back proposals from the utility. My point is that I'm starting the redevelopment process. I have to start at the ground floor. What we're doing right now is resurveying for utilities. So from the last time I was here with the inspector, we kind of discussed, how do we get the project back on track? I don't want to fix the roof for the purpose of a Band-Aid. I want to rebuild the building. If I can't do that, I'm going to accrue fines. I'm going to knock the building down. So I guess I'm just trying to understand is how do I work with the city to redevelop the property, knowing that I can't snap my fingers and start construction tomorrow?
Well, you start by telling us you're contemplating something a little more specific than, quote, redevelopment, unquote.
Yeah, I've got full plans into the city for an automotive use. So auto repair, auto glass, that was submitted a couple of years ago. We've resuscitated that. So I re-engaged with the civil, started the process of responding to the comments of the city, which started with the surveying of where the utilities are located.
I mean, if we've got a for real concrete plan, no pun intended, that's one thing. If we're just ifs and buts, then it's demolition time. So which is it?
Well, I believe it's the former. I mean, I've got evidence to such.
What does the city what would the city like to see to satisfy itself that somebody's genuinely contemplating putting something permanent, bigger, better, faster, cleaner in there? What would the city like to see?
There's a plan that's in the works.
I mean, I want to know before I just go feeling charitable here that I'm not buying an empty hole in the calendar.
There's a plan that's in the works.
Plan that's in the works. What does that mean?
They have a project on file, but nothing has moved in that project since October.
All right, well, just for my edification, let's assume he's got a real plan, and I'm not trying to be insulting here, I'm just hearing all this. Let's assume he's got a for real plan. What would the city insist upon in the interim with regard to dealing with that?
I mean, so first of all, because it is on the main thoroughfare, we would want it to remain clean. We have vagrants and homeless that camp out there.
I assume it's got to be secured to city standards.
Yes, definitely. And I know he mentioned Band-Aids. So what we would like is some type of painting, something, you don't have to spend too much money on it, but something. Because
something superficial to make it palatable at least.
Correct. Because I'm sure your project's going to take a while. So we want to do the best we can on that corner in the meantime.
All right, well, I guess what I would do, rather than consider a fine right now, is if you tell me you're really doing something, then I would want this property in the interim secured to city standards, and then maybe by next month you come back and tell me a little more specifically what you got in mind and what kind of a timeline. I understand the timeline might be premature.
Yeah, I would just ask, how do you define, I'm here I bought this property because I grew up here, and I can't believe that this corner has been neglected for so long. So I'm going to be the change agent here.
Okay.
I just don't know what specifically means. I'm staring at a list provided by the inspector of 100 red X's. When I talked to my
Are you talking
team,
about this building now or your new
no,
project?
this in response to the project that's with the city, there are all open items, right?
Okay,
Things
I
that need
understand
approval. So I don't want to be a nuisance to the city or the court. I want to tick these things off. But when you say specific, I'd like to know exactly what specific means.
Specific means I just want somebody to show me what you got in mind and that you're actually doing something to move it forward, as opposed to just telling me that, oh, someday this is going to
Yeah, but what's going to happen?
This is going to be a Hyatt.
What's going to happen between now and the next meeting is I'll have engaged the surveyor
And
to
that's
do
the kind of information I'm looking
$11,000 worth of surveying, which then, is what I understand is required next to continue to move things forward.
Well, what you call redevelopment, if I see little concrete steps actually happening along the way that corroborate the suggestion that there's going to be a redevelopment here, then that's one thing. And as long as we secure it to city standards, keep the public quiet, make it as appearance-wise at least palatable in the interim, then I'm happy to work with people that get rid of eyesores. Happy to do that.
And I'm willing
Wherever they're located.
and I'm willing to knock it down before fines accrue. Like if that's where we have to go, I hope we don't
All
have
right,
to do
well,
that.
we
but-
ain't there yet. So, all right. So I'm going to continue this matter to our March 10, 2026 meeting. And what you will have to endure is a boatload of progress reports. I hope you understand that.
I do.
Because he's got to answer to people, he's got to answer to people, and I got to answer to people. And if we're going to try to keep them off your back, you got to show us progress, and you got to let us know what's going on. So, at the March 10, 2026 meeting, we'll have a progress report. We'll revisit the imposition of the fine, and I only throw that in there in case you come back and say, I'm throwing up my hands, I'm done, I'm out of here. Okay, whatever. So we'll have a progress report on March 10th.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
Case number 28, Champions Quarters HOA Association, Inc. Yikes, after I've been bad-mouthing homeowners associations. Not seeing a respondent, what say the city?
All right, respondent was notified on October 20th of 2025. Since last month's hearing, there's been communication and tremendous progress with the cleanup. So I would like to amend to the March cutoff to give them time to finish.
All right, based upon our inspector's report, I will amend our current order of noncompliance to allow the respondent until, did you say March?
Yes, sir.
Until March 4, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Case number 29 is in compliance. Case number 30, Atlantic County 03 LLC. Anyone here for the respondent? Not seeing a respondent, we'll say the city.
All right, since last November's hearing, the City of Daytona Beach finalized the purchase of the property on November 14th of 2025. So we would like to withdraw this case. The city's redevelopment board plans to develop this location.
Okay, what do I need to do? Do I just dismiss this matter or what?
Yes.
All right. Based upon our inspector's report, then I will dismiss case 30 SMG 08-25-149. Case number 31, Atlantic County 03 LLC.
Same thing. Since last November's hearing, the City of Daytona Beach finalized the purchase of the property on November 14th. I would like to withdraw this case. The city plans to redevelop this location.
And the city's acquired title to this property?
Yes, sir. Both of them.
Okay, very good. All right, based upon our inspector's report, I'm going to order that case 31, SMG 07-25-134 be dismissed. Case number 32, Sunshine Ventures and Management, LLC. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
State your name for the record.
Kobe Betzalel.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
All right, this matter is before me for the consideration of the imposition of a fine. What say the city?
Since the last hearing, there has been no contact, no further action that has been taken on this property. The respondent was first notified on 22 January 2025. The city is asking for the imposition of a fine of $1,000 per day. City is asking for the imposition of a fine of $1,000 per day to be capped at $25,000.
Okay, what say the respondent?
So, as you know, I mean, we have the permit submitted since December. Everything was submitted with the permit as far as the architectural layouts, engineering, mechanicals, and so on. All the contractors were joined to the permit except the mechanical contractor. And without him, we couldn't get the permit approved. So finally, we had the mechanical contractor joined to the permit, but we still haven't got the permit approved to start the work. And just also to mention, since the building across us was here mentioned before, so we actually have the same GC. So it's the same GC working on our project as well. And you know, he's already showing what is being done on the other side of the street. And we hope to start the work as soon as we can.
Date violator first notified, 1/20/2025. 13 months ago.
Right, it's been
What
a long
actual
process.
work has been, Mr. Inspector, what actual work have you seen done at this property over the course of the last 13 months?
Nothing.
I mean, we do maintain it and to the best we can to make sure that the fence was standing right, the pool is covered, vegetation is cut, and openings that were being closed. I mean, you know, so we have been working on what we could do.
Okay, and what is it you're telling me you're waiting on right now?
Right now, I'm just waiting for the permit.
Everything I've heard you say is about how
No.
people have gone away.
No,
And all they do is look across the street at the nice motel and say, we're going to be like that someday.
so no, all I was saying that we were waiting for the mechanical contractor to join into the permit. So that was joined. I mean, the mechanical contractor was actually added to the permit. We're just waiting for the permit to be approved so we can start the work.
And when do you expect the permit to be approved?
That's not dependent on me, on us. So we're waiting for the building department, I guess, to basically approve everything. They told us, or what I was told by the GC, that the only thing that was missing on the permit is just the mechanical contractor, because
Does anybody know
they
anything
approved
about this
everything
permit
else.
that he's talking about?
Let's see. The permit is still awaiting resubmittal, and it's been in that status since December 23rd, 2025. So a month and almost 2 months now, it's been awaiting to be resubmitted. So the building department has already advised them what they need to do to resubmit their permit. It just hasn't been done yet.
And again, the only thing that was missing is the mechanical contractor name or whatever.
So
And
when's it going to be done?
it was submitted. As far as I was told from our GC,
When is it going to be done?
again, as far as I
When is the mechanical contractor going to join?
it was
onto the permit?
added. As far as I understood from our GC, is that the mechanical contractor was added on the permit, and it's waiting for it to be approved.
Okay, the inspector tells me it hasn't even been resubmitted.
So that's what again, Seaman Construction, that's the GC, and that's what I understood from him. That's what he told me last week, that it was added and waiting for the permit to be approved.
So the violations that still remain to this day, okay, let me try this. Do we still have unmaintained landscaping?
It's currently being maintained. Granted, this wintertime is not growing a whole lot right now.
We have boarded windows and doors over 120 days, I know that.
Remains uncorrected.
And do we have dilapidated fencing?
That has been corrected. That's also an ongoing issue.
And we have peeling paint.
As of yesterday, which is the last time I was on this property, you can see in these photographs, the concrete, the literal concrete around any opening is now at a point of deteriorating. It's literally falling apart.
The concrete where now?
Just about on every opening of the building. Every window opening, I've indicated with all those circles and X's. Windows openings, door openings, AC units, any penetration on that concrete is deteriorating and falling apart, just like you can see right there.
And that will be taken care of as part of the redevelopment.
Redevelopment.
This is for Kelly. I just double-checked the permit status. It's been waiting for resubmittal since December 15th, like the inspector said. So there's been no submittal of a mechanical contractor or anything else.
I can tell you the name of the mechanical
Once you
contractor.
have this permit, when do you start construction?
So once we have the permit approved and everything, so basically we'll line up the first the exterior. Well, that's the first thing we're going to take care for, and move inside. So it just will be a process.
Once you have a permit in hand, when do you start construction?
As soon, I guess within weeks, so just we need to line up the contractors to start working. And the name of the mechanical contractor is Certified Quality Air Conditioning Incorporated, and I have his permit license ID CAC 1820980. So that's the information that should have been added to the permit.
Nothing has been submitted since December of last year.
I will have to check that with my GC, but that's what I was told.
So we've actually seen plans for what's supposed to go in here?
I have
Are there
not.
plans for this? Nobody's seen anything. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to amend our current order to read that if the respondent is not in compliance by March 4, 2026, a fine in the amount of $500 per day will commence on March 4, 2026, and that fine will continue to accrue each day thereafter until the property is in compliance or the amount of the fine has reached the sum of $25,000. Now, what I will tell you is the day you break ground and start doing something, then feel free to apply to come before the special magistrate to talk about that fine.
Understood.
Quite frankly, if I don't fine you, I would volunteer to go down there to that Seabreeze Neighborhood Watch Committee, and I would hang myself at your building because I would deserve it. because this building has been such a problem for so long. You tell me you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Okay. You've got a month to come into compliance. I'm hoping you've got a permit within a month. I'm hoping you start construction, and then I would welcome that, and then I would consider, or I might reconsider this fine. But just in the off chance that we're here for another year or two and nothing's happened, then that fine will be accruing. Okay?
I understand.
So on the one hand, I've imposed a fine. On the other hand, I want this corner fixed.
We want that as well.
And enough said. Okay, get to work.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case number 33, Plaza Resort Atlantic Ocean LLC. Good morning, gentlemen. If you would please state your names.
Sure. My name is Patrick Willis. I'm counsel for Plaza Resort Atlantic Ocean LLC.
My name is Jonathan Abraham Eid. I'm one of the owners for the company.
Okay.
Sorry, what's your last name again?
EID, 3 letters.
And you said you were the
One of the owners, correct.
owner. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, this matter is here for the imposition of a fine. What say the city?
Since the last hearing, I have had minimal to no contact with the property owner outside of yesterday and today. The graffiti has been removed completely. The only thing that we are dealing with right now is underpass concrete spalling. It's everywhere. It's basically everywhere with this underpass. Understandably, there's a process for them to get that addressed. However, it's turned into a safety issue now because of the falling concrete.
Matters here for the imposition of a fine.
Yes, sir.
Did you want me to propose it for you?
I was trying.
Okay.
Anyway, the city is recommending $1,000 a day to be kept at 25.
Okay. All right, let's hear from the respondent. We got issues down there.
Yeah. So let me share our progress because I think we're pushing this as quickly as possible. So when we came in November, we were asked to do a couple things by the compliance date. We were asked to hire an engineer, which has happened, obtain drawings from the engineer for the repair, which has happened, and to apply for a permit. Those were the three issues that we're supposed to take care of. So we, after the November hearing, we hired the contractor on December 8th. Took a couple weeks because we were dealing with very aggressive indemnity language in these contracts with the engineers. We finally just kind of threw our hands up and said, we need to move this along. But they have very aggressive terms. I don't know if it's specific to this type of project, but we were going back and forth. But within a couple weeks of that hearing, we had an engineer hired. Engineer hired December 8th. They produced plans for us a couple weeks ago on January 16th. I guess it was the holidays, took them longer than they told us they were going to. The last couple of weeks we've utilized for the bidding process for contractor. We're very close to hiring a contractor. This is a significant project. It's going to cost at least $750,000. So respectfully, we ought to have a couple weeks to try to get the best price possible. We are moving that process along. We expect later on this week or next week to have contractor hired, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. And once contractor's hired, I would think within a week, they're going to be able to apply for the permit. And then we would be in full compliance with all the steps that we were asked to take since November. Now, I came here personally on January 13th, and I did speak with Inspector Stinson, and I provided him an update of what was going on. My understanding was I came on the 13th. Our case wasn't on the agenda that they were handing out in the lobby. I asked him what's going on, and he said the case is getting rolled to March. I understood that we had until March, and maybe that's my misunderstanding, but I thought that that's what that meant, is the case was being rolled to March. We had until March to get that permit pulled. We will have a permit, an application for
All
a
right,
permit.
let's
I should
relax for a minute. Okay, I want you back on March 10th at the meeting to give me a progress report. Okay?
Good.
I understand what you're dealing with. I've walked under that a few times myself and wondered how long it would be before you all showed up. There's still a few seawalls on the beach that we're going to have to talk about, but in any event, I understand it's complicated. I understand it's a long-standing issue. I understand it's involved, and it looks to me like you're addressing it. And
Sarah, if I may.
before you, and anyway, I was before we got too far into it, I was of a mind to tell you that on March 10, come back with a progress report. And just as you've heard me mention any number of times with some problem properties, and I'm not disparaging your property, I'm just saying you've got issues to deal with, and they might be complicated. That's all I'm saying. And I'm more interested in getting the job done, and I'm more interested in not being, I almost said a bad word, lied to about what's going to happen. So come back. It sounds like you're making progress. Come back on March 10th. And as long as we can continue to see nice, steady progress, I at least will be satisfied. I can't speak on behalf of the city. They've got other people yelling at them. But in any event, see you on March 10th, and hopefully you'll have your permit in hand, and maybe we'll even be able to start interjecting some compliance dates somewhere.
Okay.
And one or both of you can show up, you can phone it in, do whatever you want. I just need a progress report. And, of course, some progress. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Have I given you a card before?
I don't think so. Let me get your card.
Case number 34-848 Beach, LLC.
Hello.
Hello. State your name, please.
My name is Hamid Ghanad, Ghannad. I'm the manager of the site.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your,
All right.
your affiliation?
Manager.
Manager.
Is it Mr. Gannad?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's hear from our inspector. We're here for the imposition of a fine.
Excuse me, this respondent was first notified on 24 September 2025. Since then, the grass was cut on the property the day after the last hearing, so he definitely took action as far as the overgrowth. Since then, though, there has been no other progress made on the property. All other violations still remain as of 2/9 yesterday, 26. City is asking for the imposition of a fine of $1,000 per day to be kept at $15,000.
Okay, what say Mr. Gannad?
Excuse me. Actually, we are in the as much we can do without a permit, we did a cleanup. And also, sorry, thank you. Also, those does not require a permit, we did a cleanup or something. But now we process to hire the contractor. And as soon the contractor...
Contractor to do what?
To do actually the roof, fascia building is main thing, and contractor for petroleum is separate. And we need actually, really, we need a few months to process that work.
Where is this gas station?
In the corner of Mason and North Beach Street, just before you hit Seabreeze Bridge, on the south side of the street.
Southwest corner.
Correct.
We are the
Been
process.
abandoned for a long time.
That's right. And we are the new owner. We just bought it. We're going to open it up.
You just bought it. You
Right.
just bought it when?
Last year.
Pardon?
Last year.
All right. And this owner's been on notice since, what did you say, September of last year?
September 24th, 2025.
And what is it you're doing with the place?
We're going to open up the gas station.
Well, I understand that. What are you doing in the way of addressing these violations?
As soon as we hire the contractor, we have to fix it up.
As soon as you, when are you
Hire
hiring a
the
contractor?
contractor.
When are you hiring a contractor to do these things? City wants to fine you now. I'd like to avoid that, but I don't have a contractor doing anything right now.
As soon already talked to one contractor and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I found out he doesn't have a good experience. Now we're looking for an.
Would you like a water?
But I appreciate it. Thank you.
You can have it.
Thank you.
Okay, are you really hiring a contractor to do this work?
Sure.
So by March 10 of 2026, you going to be able to tell me who your contractor is?
Give me one more time, please.
By March 10 of 2026, that's our next meeting, would you at least be able to tell me who your contractor is?
Can you do it April?
Oh, I can do anything.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I just don't want to look like a fool for having given you to April and then I never see you again.
No.
Or you come in and tell me your
Yeah, by April for sure we have
your dog ate the
contract.
contract.
Yeah. By April for sure.
By April, you're going to have a contract.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Is this place secured for the time being?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you will maintain, what?
Just for the record, he purchased it in 2024, not 25.
Okay. All right. I want it, if you keep it secured to city standards and if you maintain the exterior, I will postpone the consideration of the imposition of this fine until our April 14th meeting.
Beautiful.
And if you don't have a contractor ready to start work by then who can tell me when he's going to be done with everything on this, then you're probably going to get fined.
Sure.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Doesn't look like I'll be appearing at any luncheons at City Hall anytime soon. All right, so I am amending our current order of noncompliance. No, I'm sorry. I'm continuing the consideration of the imposition of this fine to our April 14, 2026 meeting. In the interim, the property is going to be secured to city standards and the exterior is going to be maintained.
Sure.
If you fail to do that, you'll be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day for any violation of that interim ruling.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And then I will see you on April 14th. You will either tell me who your contractor is, when you're starting work, and how long you expect to take it, or I will be reconsidering Mr. Stinson's request for a fine.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
And you can keep the water, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay. Case number 35, Hilltop SDP LLC. Anyone here for the respondent? Yes, ma'am.
Marissa Nolting, Community Manager.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Marissa Nolting.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
What's your affiliation?
The manager of the property.
Okay, is it Ms. Nolte?
Nolting, yes, sir.
Okay, this matter's here for the imposition of a fine, so let's hear from Mr. Stenson.
Since the last hearing, I have been in contact with the property manager, and I was actually called by the contractor the day before, actually last week. They have installed new gutters. There are 3 permits still awaiting resubmittal, 1 for the HVAC and 2 for exterior doors.
And that would conclude the amount of progress that's been made on the property. So everything else is still outstanding. So the permits for the HVAC and the replacement of the exterior doors along with the permits. So the city is asking for the imposition of fine $300 a day to be capped at $15,000.
What's the problem?
Changed contractors. The other one didn't come through. They did get the permit submitted yesterday. I got confirmation back this morning. They had to do something with the insurance, but it was updated, resubmitted, and that would cover, he's doing both the AC install and the door replacement.
When's it going to be done?
As soon as the permit's complete and we get the go-ahead to go, he's ready to go.
When is it going to be done? Date, month, day, year. When is it going to be done?
By April, the next hearing, if we could.
Cross your heart, hope to die.
Absolutely. My boss is on my butt, too.
This started what, October?
6 October 25, yes, sir.
Why does it feel so much older than that? I suspect we've probably dealt with Brentwood before, but it's a big complex. It happens. How many units are out there?
128.
You're sure you're going to be done by April?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to amend our current order of noncompliance to allow the respondent until April 8, 2026 to come into compliance or be returned to the special magistrate for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day thereafter. Please take it to heart when I tell you that if we're not done by April 8th, we're going to have real problems. And Mr. Stinson may very well get his $300 per day at that point.
Understood. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Not that Mr. Stenson really wants to
Yeah, I
fine you
don't see
either,
no money.
but we all got jobs we have to do. Okay, lead reviews.
Fun part.
I don't see any people here.
There's some
Uh-oh.
on Zoom.
Uh-oh.
All's on Zoom.
Okay, let's back up. Lien Review 1, Daytona Ridgewood LLC, John Herron. Is there anyone here for the respondent?
Yes, Mr. Special Magistrate John Herron on behalf of the respondent property owner.
Okay. First off, has the property owner in the city been able to resolve this?
Yes, sir.
You have?
Yes.
Good. What's that?
Inspector Garcia, credentials on file. I'm going to be handling all three, be speaking on all three lien reviews. It's
Okay,
the same ad.
Hang on. So we're talking lien reviews 1, 2, and 3 now.
Correct. All
We're
the same address.
consolidating those.
I'll speak on each one separately because of the amounts that we're asking.
Very good. All right, then we'll just take them one at a time.
Okay.
All right, lien review 1, go ahead.
That one, the city and the owner has came to an agreement to reduce the fine down to $5,000.
Are you in agreement, Mr. Herron?
Yes, we are, Mr. Special Magistrate.
Okay, then I will order that the order imposing fine and lien, and Counselor, you can put in all the language I need, will be vacated, canceled, and/or satisfied upon payment by the property owner of the sum of $5,000 within 30 days. Is that your agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Counselor, does that cover what I need?
Yes.
Very good. All right, lien review number 2.
Lien review 2, the city and the owner has came to agreement to reduce the fine from down to $5,700.
You in agreement, Mr. Herron?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I will enter an order agreeing to vacate, cancel, and satisfy our order imposing fine and lien in this matter upon payment of the sum of $5,700. Okay, lien review number 3.
Lien review number 3, the city and the owner.
I'm sorry, within 30 days. All right, go ahead.
Lien review number 3, the owner and the city has came to agreement to reduce the fine down to $5,000.
You in agreement, Mr. Herron?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Then I will enter an order agreeing to cancel, vacate, and satisfy our order imposing fine and lien upon payment of the sum of $5,000 within 30 days. Does that take care of these 3 liens?
Yes, sir.
Are we done, Mr. Herron?
Yes, want to thank you and the city staff for the cooperation, and just wanted to say it's always interesting to see different municipalities, how they handle the special magistrate proceedings. I do them here in South Florida for a couple municipalities.
Well, give me a call someday. We'll compare notes.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, lien review number 4, Clear Westview LP, Mr. Ben Harris. And it looks like Mr. Ben Harris is also on lien review number 5, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay. Mr. Clegg, how are you doing today?
Good, kind sir. I'm doing great.
All right, do we have any agreement with the property owner?
Yes, sir. It was coming compliance.
Hang on a second. Is this our property owner?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, our secretary might want
Oh, I'm sorry. State your name for the record.
Ben Harris.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Harris, I'm told you and the city may have come to a resolution with regard to the lien for 1127 Martha Drive. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, it does.
All right, let's hear from our inspector.
Yes, sir. The city came in agreement for a fine of $10,000 with compliance of January 20th of 2026.
So you have an agreement to satisfy this lien for the sum of $10,000?
Yes, sir.
Payable within 30 days?
Yes, sir.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Harris?
Yes, it is.
Very good. Then I will enter an order vacating, canceling, and satisfying our order imposing fine and lien in this matter upon payment of the sum of $10,000 within 30 days. Okay, do we have another case with Mr. Harris? Lien review number 5, Donald Paulson. I believe Mr. Harris is on this one as well. This one's for Fremont Avenue, and our inspector is Mr. Bostwick. Mr. Bostwick, do we have an agreement with the property owner with regard to this lien review?
Per management this morning, we are going to pull this lien, this case right now, and revisit it at a later date.
Okay. What does that mean? Does that mean everything stays in place for the time being?
Yes.
All right. What, is there some kind of ongoing discussions or something?
There's a sale.
A sale. Okay. Mr. Harris, I'm told that the order imposing fine lien in this matter is to remain in effect for the time being. Is that your understanding as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I guess I will just defer or postpone any determination on this lien review. And of course, if there is a sale, I guess it'll resolve itself. Is that what everyone understands the case to be?
Yes.
All right, then I will just postpone a determination on lien review number 5 for another date and time should it be raised again. Okay, thank you, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
Lien review number 6, XL Capital Solutions LLC, Mr. Travis Seabold. Mr. Seabold?
Yes, sir.
If you would, please state your name and be sworn by our secretary.
Travis Seabold.
Raise your right hand. You swear, confirm the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Bostwick, do we have an agreement with the property owner with regard to a resolution of this lien?
Per management this morning, we decided to waive the entire lien.
Okay, well, I can't imagine Mr. Siebold has a problem with that, do you?
I do not.
Okay. All right. Waive the entire lien. So I guess that means I'm canceling it, I'm vacating it, and I'm canceling it, I'm vacating it. We're not satisfying it.
And we'll release it.
Pardon?
We'll release it.
All right. Based upon the stipulation of the city, I'm going to order that our order imposing fine lien in this particular matter shall be vacated. Okay, I guess that's it, Mr. Siebold.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Okay, that concludes our agenda. Do we have any miscellaneous business to be brought before the magistrate before I ask my questions? Okay, what goes on with our towing company?
None.
The respondent isn't here. Yes.
Could adjourn.
But have they been given the final order?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, then if it's a resolved matter.
All right, well, let me try to be more specific, so
Yeah.
maybe we can, okay.
Yeah.
Did I enter an order?
Yes.
Has it been delivered to the respondent?
Yes.
Has the respondent complied?
That's not
It was
that's
a
a question
fine.
for us. Sean.
No.
No.
Okay, so the fine hasn't been paid.
No.
Has the respondent requested any relief from the order? Formal relief. I don't want to hear about communications. Has he submitted a request for reconsideration, request for rehearing, anything of that nature?
They asked
Not to my knowledge.
for
I haven't received
information.
I haven't received
trying-
any communications from the respondent aside from questions he sent to Sergeant Connolly about some insurance stuff. But is she here?
No, no. No.
Well, is our towing company hopefully doing things a little differently these days, I would hope?
I can't
I
speak
don't
to
know.
that.
I don't know any information.
Yes. Yeah.
Sergeant Common. They're dealing with them.
If they had any issues or had any questions or concerns,
Yes.
they were advised that they had the appeal process that they could follow.
How much time do they have to appeal?
So there are many things that I would like to say, but because the respondents aren't here, I would feel like it would be best if maybe if you want to do a follow-up here.
Yeah, I've never really understood that. I mean, I'm no expert on the sunshine law at all. I mean, we're here to convene meeting. Are we not allowed to talk about other cases at all?
Not taking that action.
Well,
I mean, I'm just looking for a status report.
yeah, if we're a public hearing, so we can talk about it now.
I mean,
know
I'm not taking any action, and nobody,
Yeah, Sergeant.
and if you ask me to, I won't, for the time being at least, for sure, because I know I don't want
Yeah,
to put our
Sergeant.
attorney on the spot.
Sergeant Connolly's been in communication with them. I haven't. I have had victims displeased reach out to me from the previous case because we've already issued an order. There's not much we can do from that.
What, they wanted to find more?
No. There were allegations in the motion submitted by the respondent that he took certain actions, which
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Who's displeased?
So, from my last communications with the victims in our prior case, there was some sort of communication from the respondent that he was going to give them refunds, which, to my knowledge, have not happened.
Well, the respondent's materials were reviewed.
Yes.
Anyway, the respondent's materials were reviewed. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, I assume he's still doing
It's
business?
not relevant to, I just wanted to mention, you asked for progress, and the only progress I know of is he's communicating with Shauna about insurance. No other progress that has happened, whether alleged or not alleged. That's the only thing I
Okay,
know.
well, it was not my intent.
Not that it's not happening, that's just what I know.
Okay, is he still doing business?
To my knowledge, yes, but that would need to be confirmed by Sergeant Connolly.
All right, then I guess at the next meeting, I'll find out more.
Do we have another scheduled meeting with him?
I don't have any paperwork currently. And all I did was take the order, process it, and,
I don't believe we have any more business before your special magistrate on this case.
Okay.
Unless they, for some reason, violate again.
yeah,
This matter
unless
has
they
been
decide to
resolved.
appeal it.
My order included a will fine portion, did it not?
I believe it did,
Okay, 10-4.
yes.
I will leave it at that,
The city's content with the order.
10-4.
Thank you.
We're adjourned.